Video 5. Also with new background because I moved to my couch. And because, as you can see, it is now darker and later. So this one is all for LilBro-Williams, who first I have to say, oh my god, sent me an email that made, another ask that made me laugh and make faces because, you know, these are people just figuring out that I'm in love with Arwen and Lord of the Rings. So I'm glad you love that I love Arwen. I hope you know that I also love Luthien Eowyn. You've also missed like the whole shebang of me reading the Silmarillion and leaving comments through my journal by chapter as I did. I'm glad you love that I love Samwise. Oh my god, the thing about pronunciations. I love you. I love you so much. It's crazy because I know that Celeborn is pronounced Celeborn. I even know that Círdan is pronounced with a K sound. I never once thought about it being Celebrian and Karen Emroth, which it is. Both of them are. I love you. This is why I love you guys. I learned so much, and then I just, put it all into everything else. I'm glad that you love hearing me talk about Imladris and Valinor and everything because I have so much love for all of these things that are background stuff that don't get a lot of attention. Okay, let me do your 5 million questions because I have already used a minute babbling. Another couple of questions. Do you have any headcanons about what happened after Aragorn and Arwen got married? We know they had kids and Aragorn eventually decided he would die already. But do you have a picture of them getting together with the hobbits or going to Ithilien for vacation or visiting Aglon Rond? That's not how it's pronounced. I had to listen to that in my book, and that was wrong. For a fun jewel-seeking expedition with the dwarfs, do you think that after Aragorn passed, Arwen got together with Legolas and Gimli to say farewell to them before they sailed west? All in order. Do you have headcanons about what happened after Aragorn and Arwen got married? I do, because it says they traveled all around the world, but that the Shire was off limits to all humans because they were protected due to respect to everything that the four hobbits did. Yeah, they traveled the whole land. They got to meet everybody. They took care of everything. They probably made amazing political alliances with Faramir and Eowyn. You have a whole bunch of little skirmishes that are talked about in the histories. You have the whole bit where they have to bring Gondor and Arnor together again. The Rangers probably become like an actual force that is not people who are considered outcast and ashamed and everything else where they don't talk to people. And I gotta tell you, that's gonna take some time. What else? She probably stays in touch with her brothers who are running Imladris because the last thing we know is they became the lords of Imladris. Celeborn stays in touch with everybody, so she probably sees a lot of her grandfather and her brothers during this time because they're all of the people that are basically left. Yeah, they probably go to that for vacationing. They probably might do expeditions with the dwarfs. They might go and see all of the other kingdoms. In Imladris, Elrond had this constant open thing where he had all of the people who knew about any of the good in Middle-earth that had ever happened coming to see him so he could continue recording this. Once Elrond is gone, Arwen probably does the same thing. She probably has anybody who has all the good and bad and all the stories of Middle-earth to come and continue this recording that her father had started because it's deeply important that people remember these things, both the horror and the beauty, but especially, like, the beauty. Do you think that after Aragorn passed, Arwen got together with Legolas and Gimli to say farewell to them before they sailed west? Okay, so since I just read the thing in the back of the book, I should make you guys look at my book. Really pretty books. Because I've shown you pictures of them, but, like, everyone has only seen the pictures. So, seriously, hardcover, leather, has a ring hanging off of it. I can't remember what it's called. It's the appendixes and things in, because, I keep it bookmarked to this. I'm not even kidding. This is Here Follows the part of the tale of Aragorn and Arwen. Like, it's on there for the indexes. Really, seriously pretty book. You know you all want a copy of this with your own ring to hang down. So, in the actual appendixes and the end of the novel, you find out that they don't leave until after she's dead. So I would believe that in the order of normal things, Aragorn dies. They both probably come back to pay their respects. The same thing with Samwise because he's still alive at that point. Um, they probably all come to pay their respects where he is buried. Arwen and Legolas and Gimli probably talk alone, and Sam, all of these people who. But Legolas and Gimli don't build the ship and leave until Arwen dies, which I find vastly important, and also that Samwise doesn't leave until much later on the very last ship. So yeah, I do think they would have gotten together, but like their goodbyes would have been like she dies and then they leave. So she would not have said farewell before they sailed west. Sadly. That's your only real set of questions, and I guess this one may only be 6 minutes. Well, I love you. I'm glad you're loving Arwen as much as you love Steve. This has been a whole lot of fun. I love doing a question and answer video for all of you. I totally may do this again when I hit 500, or maybe like all of my hundreds. Who knows? It depends on what you guys want and what kind of things you want to suggest. Okay, I love you all. This is the very last video. You have made me super happy for the last month and a half, and I don't know. Maybe I'll do a follow forever video too, but that won't happen tonight. It might happen tomorrow, given how slow everything's loading on YouTube tonight. Okay, that's the end. I love you. Good night. Have the best nights.